EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. Straight ahead with a nationwide audience tuning in, it's a Monday Night Primetime showdown between the New York Jets and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
And now, please welcome your 2028 Pittsburgh Steelers.
Leading the visiting sideline, as always, their head coach. These guys hoping that one loss last week doesn't become two here. On the other sideline, the head coach of the Steelers. His side also occupying playoff position, so might be a rematch we see play out in this postseason. A warm welcome to all of you tuning in. Kate Scott and Brock Heward with you as Evan McPherson's going to get us started. And we're off on EA Sports. So they're going to begin from the 36 as he's brought down. So the Jets take the field for their first drive. And bringing them out, an electrifying runner and a former first-round pick back in 2021, Justin Fields.
A bit of an uneventful outing individually last week, Kate. A touchdown and a pick for him, but the lasting memory, well, there's no question about it. Walking off that field with the loss, that stings. No doubt he feels he could have done more to prevent that result, so expect to see a motivated individual taking snaps here this week.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. First give on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. They get an even 10 on that play. And it's good for a New York first down.
Kind of seems to me like somebody was just kind of waiting for prime time. Brought his best out with the very first carry and got us off and running.
Green 19, got right.
Going to the ground again on first. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4. A look at his numbers on the ground from last week here.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and
6. They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6.
Here we go. Green 19.
Fields out of the gun. And he dodged the tackle. And they make the tackle at the 38. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a Jets first down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. That was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. On first down, it's Gibbs. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
When one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Play action now. It's Fields. This one delivered off target, Brock. That's incomplete.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. They'll air it out on third. Finds him over the middle. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Andre Schmitz lining this one up. Ball on the right hash, 48 yards out. Schmidt connects, and they get 3 on their first series. Hope to build on that 10 drives ahead.
I'm going to call that one a little tester, Kate. Kind of like a 5 to 8 foot putt. You really hope to make all of them, but you know, over the course of the season, you won't. In that case, well, it went right through.
All right, and in the end, Brock, this is going to make it out to the 30. So the Steeler offense getting out there for its opening drive of the game. And bringing them out now, a quarterback who really knows how to make something exciting happen.
And even if he's still pretty early in his career, we know he is perfectly comfortable and settled into this spot as the be-all, end-all for this offense. Every time you take the field as a quarterback, you know you're gaining experience. You're getting more comfortable in the role. And as he goes forward, he tries to learn to take something away from each and every one of these moments.
A gain of 15 there. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Miller on play action. Bails out of the pocket quick. Has it downfield working the left. And he's taken down, but he's got it to the 29. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Now an inside give to Johnson. And they're going to get just inside that red zone on the big play down to the 19. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Cougar 19.
A give. This is Johnson. And they're going to have first and goal after he picked up a nice chunk there. Pushing the pace right away to start the game.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Johnson will not get past the line. He's held up at the 4. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL. But it also
defense is too much here. The Jets drag him down. And quickly, their chances at the end zone are running out, Brock. It's third and goal.
It's third and goal.
Here he goes, third and long. Catch made. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers pull ahead 6-3 in the first. Going after up and good by McPherson. And the Steelers won up the opposing field goal. They start with 7 on their opening drive. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. And he gave it his best to get to the 25. Just a step or two short of it. He's out along the 24-yard line. The Jets are headed back out there now, led by Justin Fields. And he's been more than just his work as a passer this season. Look at this. He's gotten the job done on the ground as well. Second among NFL quarterbacks in rushing yards. The New York offense ready to get going here. It's first and 10. We'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Shotgun snap to Fields. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
No real secret. They were going to get him and his height involved early there, Kate. The secret was how is he going to be defended? Well, they chose to go physical. And that will plant a little thought in his mind. The next time the ball comes his way, he better be ready for some contact.
The defender was waiting for that one to make a play on it, knocked it away, forcing fourth down.
An early deficit means you lose the runway to slowly get your offense up to speed. This offense got to get going, and that incompletion won't help.
And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense for their second drive of the game. This winning streak has been impressive for them. 6 games now, and they lead so far here. The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Miller. Flushed out of the pocket. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time, secondary, well, they got real sticky, stayed tight, and forced the throw away.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
Throwing now off the play action. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball, left side.
I love that. I love that defensively right there. It's about the only thing you could do to the tight ends at this level. You have got to disrupt them. You have got to match their physicality with even more physicality, and it forced an incompletion.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
60 by 6. Go.
To the air on 3rd and long. Finds him on the crossing route. He makes the catch, but is hit before he can get that 1st down. They say he's maybe a yard short.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much at training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And they're facing a long field ahead of them as that kick skips out near the 11. Now here comes the New York offense. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. First call here coming from the shotgun. Drive begins with Gibbs. And he manages 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
2nd down, looking for options. Screen here for Gibbs. And he's going to be brought down after getting this up to the 22. That's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. 7-3 is our score. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break. Time for the second quarter of play. It's Jets football. They're looking at 1st down here. Straight ahead with Gibbs. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Peyton Wilson getting there for the stop.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
That is such a good play defensively. A play you could take a whole bunch of pride in not only stopping the passing game, but the effort to get to the quarterback before he could scramble for the first.
He's got this at the 27. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. The Steelers ready for their next series. Led out on offense by their quarterback. And among dual threats in the NFL so far this season, there has been no equal. He's leading all quarterbacks in rushing yards to this point. From the gun, Miller. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Shotgun snap to Miller. Short pass brought in. And he has it right near midfield here. It's about a yard short. He picks up 15 on the play. And the Steelers have a first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Give now to the running back. Well, this is going to be down to, looks like about the opposing 36 for their next snap. To the line and set. Here we go, first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Takes the handoff, now to throw. Buying some time left. Downfield, and Tuslaw has it. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips, cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
They'll try and punch it in. And he takes this down close, up to the 3. 6 yards from there. It's going to be second and goal.
6-yard pickup brings up second and goal.
19, go!
Now here's Miller. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. Last play stopped short. Still 3 yards to gain. Third and goal.
Now third and goal.
Out of the shotgun, Miller. And it's incomplete on third and goal.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone, and defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and leave teams for field goals, you've got a great chance to win.
McPherson's kick is good. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
In that close, kicks have to be automatic. That won't stop the head coach, though, from holding his breath for a couple seconds until he sees it's up and good.
Return coming from the 6. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Jets offense now set to take over. And they take over down 10-3 following that score. Jets getting ready for this first and 10. From the pistol, it's Gibbs. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. Second and 9 coming up.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Out of the shotgun, Fields. Jukes away from one. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down. All set to go now from the 35.
First down.
Hand off to Gibbs from the gun. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Danger, danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down.
Here we go. Timeout, set.
The pass is incomplete, but hold on here. We've got a flag on the field. Here's the call.
Downfield. Offense.
So not a holding call. One of the linemen actually too far downfield that time. That's what drew the flag.
Still first down.
So So after the 5 yards are marched off, here's 1st and 15. Fields to throw it. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Now they're going to throw out of the gun. This is cut downfield by Rice. And he's taken down quickly. Nicely done by the defense, but the catch does get him to the 39-yard line. The Steelers calling their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Here we go. We're good. Move it.
Fields with a chance to run it here. Only able to get back to the line on that first down play, so no gain. They only get a yard that time, and we have reached the 2-minute warning. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Here's Fields to throw. That's complete to Johnston, now right. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Drive has gone 8 plays now as they face 3rd and 3.
Here we go.
Looking to throw Fields. That's Cox. He's got Washington. And they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal here from the 7.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
Working inside the red zone. Finds Gibbs out of the backfield. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
The Jets take their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Now we get to a very interesting call on 3rd down, kind of a crescendo to this drive. Can the defense rise up knowing there is no margin for error, just a single yard to go?
And this defense is going to win this round. They hold strong there in the middle, get him down right at the line. 4th down coming up. The Steelers use their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
It's weird to say, and it certainly won't show up on the stat sheet, but I want to give a lot of credit to that runner. Even though it didn't gain a yard, it actually took a heck of an effort just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Leaving the offense out there, it's 4th and goal from the 1.
Here we go.
They do snap it. Here's Fields. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Jets earn the chance to tie it before halftime. It's a Justin Fields touchdown.
What an absolute bonus for this offensive coordinator when you've got a QB that can create. What a nightmare for a defense as they just get run on.
This is Andre Schmidt to try the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Jets tie things 10-10. We've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Here's a return from the 7. This makes it up to the 25. The Steelers getting to take the field one more time here in the half. Not a whole lot of time left for them to put something together here before the break. They'll begin this drive with barely over 25 seconds left. Throwing Miller. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Steelers working with a sense of urgency from the hurry-up clock, continuing to run.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd
and manageable. He's throwing. Escapes the pocket. And that's incomplete, and it also stops the clock with just 5 seconds left.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Gonna let this one fly deep downfield. This final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Scott Hanson here with an abridged version of the halftime report. Both offenses still trying to find their way. Tight, competitive game, though, as we are tied at the half. To find out who will come out on top, let's rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Huard.
All right, thanks for that hard work, Scott. These two teams ready to break this tie as we welcome you back for the third quarter. Well, we're set up for an incredible second half, all tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. He stopped on a run back at the 27. The Steelers and wide receiver DK Metcalf set for another drive. And we see that to this point, he's leading the NFL in touchdown reception through November and into our final month plus of play. Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Miller to the air. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
They'll try something else from the 27 this time. 2nd and 10. Miller setting the throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
This is a time where you get in that huddle and you just look at one another and say, hey, let's get back in rhythm. Get back in rhythm. Get something good to feel good about. Sure, you'd love to get the first down, but more than anything, just find a positive play after a huge sack.
This is a heater going deep. That's complete inside the 35. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers take the lead right away in half number 2. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. Extra point added on by McPherson. And the Steelers break that tie and now lead by 7.
Evan McPherson sets the kickoff.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. New York taking over once again. The offense heading out. They'll look to knot up this game right now as they trail 17-10. Gibbs now from the gun. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
Shotgun snap to Fields. Complete left side to Thomas. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Johnson finds the football. Complete. It's a race down the right side. And he takes it in. Touchdown, New York. The Jets start the second half with some needed points. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
That one right down the middle. And the Jets make it 17 all. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Fielded at the 7. And he's brought down just inside the 25. All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10. Miller on play action. Completed to his running back. And they will stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line. Excellent pickup to move the chains. 36 yards in the end. Down inside the 40 now with a first down following that last play. Makes the grab in bounds left side. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. It appears all that prep work and studying that you quarterbacks love to do in the build-up to the game, Brock, it has certainly paid off. This guy has picked apart this defense much of the contest.
This is one of those games you appreciate. There's going to be peaks, there's going to be valleys, there's going to be mountaintops. Just like pitchers don't have all their stuff every time out, well, when you do and you're electric, it's sure fun to play.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Off the play fake, Miller. Buying some time right. Finds a man, right side. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. 3rd down, they need 7. To the air on 3rd and long. Brought in. And that's a Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers take a 3rd quarter lead. McPherson at the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Steelers break that tie and now lead by 7.
Evan McPherson set to kick off.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Starting from the 5. He takes a pop and the ball comes out. And they steal it back on the return. No, we just don't see kick returns nearly as often as we used to, Brock, which makes impact plays on them like that so much rarer.
Yeah, that is so well said. Kind of reminds me of my son's baseball coach, right? At a young age, you're always coaching those guys. Hey, what's going to come here?
And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Take a 13-point lead. Well, he found himself some space to work, and from there, all athleticism as he made his way in for 6.
You know, you run the ball down in the red zone, Kate, you're not always thinking touchdowns, right? Space is so hard to come by. But you're exactly right. His athleticism, his explosion, his speed, it puts 6 on the board for the offense.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. Big shot at the end of that run back as he gets it just past the 20. The Jets out to begin another drive. And we've seen some matching touchdowns as of late, so the scoring coming at a good clip, Brock. Let's see if they can keep this up.
You know what's fun, Kate? After all of these years, I have friends that are offensive guys, friends that are defensive guys. And my friends watching this one offensively love it. The defensive guys, they're climbing up their walls.
Here we go, son.
Off the play fake, it's Fields. Hits his running back. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
This is Gibbs on 2nd down. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Pick up a 5 on that play, and it's good for a New York first down.
So looky here, you don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it, save it for later, for that next 3rd down coming.
Throwing on 1st down, Fields. That won't be caught outright, it's incomplete.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, they're not open very long. It only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off.
Johnston brings it in. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
And the Jets start first down.
Putting the tight end in motion.
First down, Jets.
On 1st and 10, it's Fields. Has him on the quick hitter. What a hit! He gets flattened to to the ground.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook is wide open.
Off the gut they go with Gibbs. Looks like he's going to be marked just a little shy of that first down. Ball at the 41, third and short.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it 40 yards to reset the downs.
Here we go. Good. Nice.
Third down run by Gibbs. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. This one goes for 3 yards. And that's good for a Jets first down. So fresh set of downs now from the 39. First and 10. Here's Fields. That one's cut along the left sideline. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. Now we'll get a stoppage for an injured player as they're headed out to check on an injured Steeler. A give to Gibbs. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing to run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Here we go, son. Green Knights.
Fields out of the gun. Short pass brought in. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. Here they go, getting set for third and 4.
It's a gain of 7. Makes it third and 4.
All right, we've reached the final quarter of Monday Night Primetime. The Jets have it, but some work to do in the final frame. They're trailing. Chance to move the chains here on third and 4.
Here we go. Go.
They bring Thomas in motion. Fields now on third. It's caught. He's got Washington. He's going to be short of that goal line, Brock, but not of the marker. They've got a first and goal.
13 yards on the play.
Don't jump.
Handoff here for Gibbs on his own read. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Jets now within one score in the fourth. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. And the point after is good by Schmidt. And the Jets chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. As this at the 6. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Steelers offense headed out. And after that touchdown, cut their lead back to one score, Brock. A response in order as they take over. Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's first and 10. Drive begins with a run by Johnson. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. They strike for 23 yards. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh. One play in, and they are already close to midfield. Out of the shotgun, Miller. This is Metcalf working that right side. And he hits that enemy 25-yard line before he is sent out. Offense is set. First and 10.
7 yards. That's another Steelers first down.
Johnson up the middle. And some solid running here as he gets him 8 yards there into the red zone. Well, we've talked about this before, Brock. The thinking's simple but effective. We'll stop getting it to this guy when you find a way to stop him, and they have yet to do that today.
You know, there's just certain things up in this booth that I love. I think you could feel it emanating from me. And one of them is when you impose your will, and you don't back away from it. If they can't stop it, run it right at them.
It's a 6-yard gain that sets up first and goal.
First down. First down and goal to go.
Throwing is Miller. Caught just shy of the goal line. And that play is brought to a halt, so they're going to say at the 5-yard line. Second and goal coming up, 5 yards to the end zone. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him. altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Miller's going to throw here. And he has the Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers go up by 2 scores, 13 points in the fourth. One after up and good by McPherson. And the Steelers double their lead to 14.
Steelers 38, Jets 24. Evan McPherson set to kick off.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. He goes out of bounds on the return. The Jets have their offense ready to go again. This could be the decisive drive. Down 2 scores late. They've got to find some points to get it back within 1. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Fields. Into traffic, complete. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line.
I'm not going to lie, I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that's way too much risk for that reward.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Here's Gibbs on the carry. And 2 yards, all he can get. It's 3rd down. Offense in the hurry up here.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
Fields on 3rd and 2. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Offense in the hurry up here.
And the Jets.
Fields on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep to the left. Brought in inside the 20. He does it. Touchdown, New York. The Jets now within 1 score in the 4th. Brian Thomas Jr., the touchdown. Fields to the line. The Jets are going for 2. All right, they're going to throw for it. And he'll get into the end zone and make this a 1-score game in the 4th quarter.
Steelers 38, Jets 32.
Well, you could feel the greater sense of urgency from him there, Brock. Trailing on the scoreboard, and he took the initiative to convert that 2-point try.
Yeah, you always need your quarterback to be able to manufacture points, but especially when you're down. He's got the license to improvise anytime. And what a confidence builder to everyone around him when your QB can make something out of nothing.
The Steelers and wide receiver DK Metcalf set for another drive. And he has kept his pace up in the 2nd half. His quarterback more than happy to keep throwing it his way, considering what he's been able to do with his looks all game. Johnson gets it on 1st and 10. And the stop is made as he drives this to the opposing 43. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Miller on play action. Headed out right. Now here he goes. And he's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the 1st down.
It's Johnson on 2nd down. He's stopped at the 31-yard line. The Jets take their 1st time out. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. New set of downs for them from the 31. Going to the ground again on 1st. And this is going to get him into the red zone. He's at the 18-yard line. Timeout taken by New York. That's its 2nd. And they'll come up on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
70 Lions.
Again, this is Johnson. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards. Now we get a pause, Brock, as the defense uses its final timeout, so the clock only going to stop again at our 2-minute warning.
2nd and 7.
Here we go.
Shotgun snap to Miller. Throws caught. And this is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
That brings us to the 2-minute warning in Pittsburgh. Steelers up by 6.